I'm going to toss this video in just a second. Jayar Jackson, Rick Strom with you on TYT Sports. Please do support us, tyt.com/join to become a member of the TYT network. So Pat Riley, it is rumored via Jorge Sedano of ESPN Radio that a deal was close between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Miami Heat. What transpired in that call? Via ESPN LA. Take it away.
The next incarnation of the deal
seems reasonable.
Was okay. Forget it. Let's just do it straight up, just for Jimmy on your end. So they finally relented on Josh Richardson.
Right,
they were giving him Josh Richardson. I think Deion Waiters was going to be the cap filler basically there, and then a protected first-round pick. The medicals were exchanged, okay, which really generally in the NBA means this is a done deal,
right?
And then Tibbs called back and wanted more picks, and Pat Riley literally, I was told, called him a mother bleeper and hung up the phone.
Many things to like. The first is the reaction. Like if we have that Terrence Crawford video once more, when he's like, "Put your purse on it, Issa," and then his whole camp is like, "Oh." Do we have that? Let me know when you cue it up, because it's like when Murder Mook was freestyling all these guys on YouTube, and when he would drop a line, he would always have his boys behind him. They'd always be like, "Oh, oh, oh, oh." He rhymed that with that. Oh, like I love the support. All right, don't get me wrong. Let me know when we have it, Brendan. The second is Riley calling Thibodeau a mother bleeper. Click.
It's like, and then so maybe on the other side, Tibbs would be like, "I think the negotiations just broke down."
Tom Thibodeau literally had like, do we remember when we thought he was like the next great head coach? Like wins with the Celtics, takes the Bulls as an 8 seed to 7 games, overtime games, and that first round Craig knows against the Boston Celtics. All they had was Derrick Rose. That was it.
It's still possible that he's a good coach. It's not like he's a bad coach. He just doesn't want to get rid of Jimmy Butler.
This has been horrid for him. This has been horrible. Ever since the D Rose injury, when he was blamed for it for leaving him in a double-digit game in like the second game, and then Joakim Noah literally having Lieutenant Dan no more legs, and then with the Minnesota Timber Pups, where he's brought literally all of the Bulls back. It's like, dude, we're playing a different style, but he still thinks it's like 2012, 2013. Not a good look. And then Pat Riley, who is like a basketball god in many ways, literally putting baby in the corner and hanging up the phone.
No, Tibbs is basically like, I mean, we gotta get rid of me too. I'd rather start in a different place. Let's just start over all together. You want to get rid of Jimmy, which I'm not gonna do it. You get rid of him, get rid of me. Because they're tired of him so much, they're gonna hear these stories and know how it went down and be like, okay, you gotta go.
By the way, Josh Richardson, when did he become like this great NBA player that's holding up a deal for Jimmy bleeping Butler? It's Josh Richardson, Bam Adebayo, and a first-round pick, and Tibbs is like, I think I need more. Why even say you do it in the first place?
Yeah, everything I'm hearing about, whenever they say Richardson, I'm like, wait, are we in? Is this 2000? Is Jason Richardson playing? Which Richardson are we talking about?
Are we watching DePaul basketball games with Quentin Richardson?
That's because I know Jason can leap out the gym. I like him. He's an athlete.
Wait a minute. Are we watching Syracuse basketball games with Malachi Richardson? Like when were these guys like better than Jimmy Butler? Tibbs, you had the deal. You had the deal.
If nothing else, then let your team move on. Fine, of course they're better with Jimmy Butler. A happy Jimmy Butler that wants to play there.
This is when I wish I had the soundboard, when I could just literally cue up DJ Khaled and be like, you played yourself. Because he did. But Tibbs continues.
He's not stupid. Tibbs is not stupid.
Then don't agree on the deal.
He didn't want it. When he agreed, he was like, man, they took that. Okay, I got to find a way to throw a grenade in this. And he did.
My reaction to this is similar to when DeAndre Jordan said that he would sign with Dallas, and then they literally put the chair at the door, and they're like, "Nah, baby, you're coming. You're staying with us."
They all made sure they got down. He was in Houston, I think, at his home in Houston.
He was.
Griffin, CP3.
It was in Houston or Dallas.
There was a third, I think, a teammate that showed up. Who was it? There was the main ones, of course,
Chris
the
Paul.
superstars. Yeah, it was Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, but there was, I thought, a third teammate showed up.
Doc Rivers.
Doc showed up?
I thought
they
so.
thought they called Doc and had him talk. But anyway, they stopped him in, played cards all night, and took away his phone and said, "You're not answering any phone calls tonight."
And
It's
Mark
one of the
Cuban's
best-
riding around town, according to Chris Broussard.
That's one of the best stories of
Yes.
a team selection I've ever seen, and he regretted it after.
So, real quick, if I'm Tom Thibodeau, I understand you want to keep Jimmy Butler. This is only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Unless you guys somehow pull a rabbit out of a hat and beat a few teams in the playoffs. We all know the talent is there. This is destruction. However, if they do perform well, and let's say they meet the Rockets and take them to 7 games, yes, it's a win. Jimmy's still leaving. You got to get something in return. But there will be a book written about this team. And it will be epic. Because we only know stuff that is being leaked here and there about the love triangle with Kat, Jimmy, Kat's now ex-girlfriend. Were they all in Italy together at the same time? Were they not in Italy? Like, there's so many storylines. I just could wish I could fast forward 20 years from now
To get the book.
for like 2 minutes, just so I could know what happened. Alrighty, Mother Bleep and Tom Thibodeau. We'll leave you with that. You know what's my favorite song? You could ring my bell. So do it, why don't you? Ring the damn bell and download the TYT app. Available on Android and iOS.